How's it going, YouTube? Liam from Leeds Australia here, and welcome back to 3 game demos. And for this video, we are checking out another set of zombie-themed demos. And we're kicking things off with a game called The Mute House, I believe. Just give me a moment. Yeah, The Mute House. So, I believe, as far as I'm understanding, is that this is sort of going to take a similar approach to the latest, the 2 latest Resident Evil games, not the remakes, but Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village. I'm assuming. I'm not 100% certain on that. That is just a wild guess. But note, this is a demo version of a work in progress. Please understand that some bugs may appear and some parts of the game may look unfinished. Some elements can be modified, added, deleted, or specific to the demo. Thank you for trying the game. Hope you enjoyed the short overview. Thanks to David, aka Survival Spheres, for his beautiful music and for the authorization to use it. Alright, well, here we go. The year is 1999. For the past month, strange disappearances have been reported in Ashtown and surroundings. After her own sister vanished, a country policewoman decides to conduct a personal investigation without the approval of the sheriff's office. She is led to an eerie house in the woods, and intrigued, decides to enter. Right, okay. Well, things are about to get interesting, I would assume. Oh, here we go. Oh no, this is classic Resident Evil. What am I talking about? Classic style Resident Evil from a fixed camera position. Okay. I did know that there was like a bit of a Resident Evil sort of theme to it. Okay, what is this? Stop leaving keys lying around everywhere you go. It's what's wrong with you? I put the key to the library in the basement and closed the door upstairs from the inside. You can make more risks by letting another stranger wandering into the house. Do you understand? Pick it up when you're done. Okay. Oh man, this looks so cool. Like, I never really had touched much on the classic Resident Evil games, and I don't remember if there's any game that I have played that has a fixed camera position. My handgun, designed by the APD Armory, allows great mobility to the use, good capacity, and fire rate balance. Okay. Hello? Okay, so it doesn't have the sort of classic door opening, then the camera just walks through. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. Hey. Alright, M9 cartridges, goodie. So that's 8. Okay. Oh, hello. What's this? Alright. Only monsters fear their own reflection. That's what Mum always said to me. Okay. Oh, there's another buddy there. Okay. An unreassuring scene. I feel like I can move it, but it seems stuck. Does it mean that we have a secret book or a secret candle holder? I did like the idea of like pulling down a candlestick or a candle stand just to open a door. Well, at least I've equipped my weapon. What is with that painting? I know that I've played, I've not long have done, like, 2 episodes of the first, I'm on observation duty game, but these kind of paintings are a lot more eerie and unnerving, and I know that one of them, of course, is one of the paintings in I'm on observation duty, of course, has no eye pupils whatsoever. Okay, so we can run. I'm not sure if there's like a... Oh. Broken mirror. A dusty mirror. It's all scratched. I can barely see my reflection. Okay, so that's locked. What was I saying? So I know that particular painting was a bit eerie. That's locked. Man, various books. Okay. So yeah, man. I can't even remember. Oh wait, no, there was one game that I played that had, or at least a demo of that I played. I think that was Heartworm. That was a fixed camera game that I played a little bit of. Okay, so I can go through here. So I remember playing that. I'm also keeping an eye on my camera, making sure that this seems to be alright. Blue light. Now safe. Oh. Okay, well that's definitely something I have not seen before in a game like this. Oh wait, that's an actual cat. Hello, kitty cat. What are you doing there? Because I know typewriters was a common thing with the Resident Evil games. I can't remember what Heartworm had. And there's one other game that I played that had a no, you had the sort of like the vending machines from My Friendly Neighborhood, which was slightly different. Anyway, I got the verdict last week. I am dying and I can never give birth. Oh dear. Despite their efforts, every day I see those two beings wandering around the house, and it reminds me of this punishment. They were the only two children I've ever had. Hector is like a father to them, but I never got attached to. I think he should have left them where he found them. The one who had abandoned them had her reasons, and I understand her more every day seeing them grow. They are monstrous. My beloved Hector says he can do anything for me, that he found something to cure me, but I feel myself weakening. Diane, I believe? February 12th, 1959. I see. There's another door here. Can't go through that door. But I like it that there is numerous or like different sort of takes of a saving system than just the sort of standard typewriter. What's this? Weird. Maybe I should remember that. Take a picture of it, but I have a feeling because that I'm playing a demo, it's probably going to be irrelevant for now. That's locked. There's paper here. Mr. Foley, as agreed, I am contacting you regarding the renovation work of your residence. Unfortunately, as we have not received further payment, we are compelled to cease all work as of March 3rd of this year. We understand the sorrow you are going through following the recent loss of your wife. As a gesture of courtesy, we will complete the renovation of the rear ring, the first floor, and the residential ring of the house will thus be fully finished. There is no doubt that the gilding would have pleased Madame. However, for sanity reasons, we strongly advise you to proceed promptly with the work on the third floor. We hope you will come through this challenging time with. The rest is unreadable. Right, so the wife basically got sick. So that's... she didn't make it. Okay, so we can go through this door. Uh-oh. Oh. Here we go. Our first zombie that's walking. Oh. And you're down. Oh, that's awesome. Maybe I should actually take a moment to grab the remastered version of the first Resident Evil game and actually give that a go. I reckon that will be fun. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, what the hell? Hang on. A flask has been added to my inventory. A vial of strange liquid creates gas on contact with air and instantly kills nearby undead. Oh, okay. It's a little gas grenade. Simple key has been added to the inventory. Oh, what the hell are you? What the hell? A leech has been added. A leech has been added. What are the leeches for? Disgusting. Using a practice of... I don't know how you pronounce that. Using it recovers a significant quantity of health but causes fatigue, prevents proper movement. Ah, okay. Alright, well that's interesting. Practice of blah 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 blah. In the past, leeches have been provided to be an effective treatment for a number of conditions, including battle wounds. During feeding, leeches secrete a complex mixture of different biologically and pharmacologically active substance to the wound. I personally modified the cultured leeches to improve their pharmaceutical properties by increasing the level of heridin, I believe that's how you pronounce it, in their saliva. Dr. Hector Foley. Okay. Alright, so these leeches have some healing properties. What's this say? Research note. The test subject's not responding correctly. I had to find a way to get rid of them. So I designed a form of liquid gas for this purpose. The process is simple. It spreads in contact with the air and damages the revenant's respiratory system. If it is not advisable to breathe it, the gas is sinuous in small doses for the livings. However, my aging body no longer being at what it once was. I avoid exposing myself to such it as much as possible. Okay. So, basic simple idea is don't step in the gas once when I throw it. Is that what you're sort of referring to? Okay, well that light is not really helpful. Now, where does this key go? That's locked. Okay. Oop, hang on. What's this? In the inscription, the anger snake. Okay. What's this? There is an inscription. The serenity snake? So is there like a snake image we need to find or something? I don't think there's anything else back that way. Okay, so there's this. What's in here? A toilet. What's this? A lighter has been added to my inventory. Ooh, okay. My lighter. I lent it to my sister. Was she really here? Ooh. Okay, well, there is the candlestick that was in the other side of the room. So, I'll quickly go back there. Was there another door around here? There was a 2-door here. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, we've got 3 zombies here. Lots of place in... Whoop! Ow! Get off! Okay. So that was an ouchie. Okay. What's this? Diane, a pretty young woman. Looks like a funeral slab. Someone broke it where the date of death is. Oh, okay. Interesting. Boy, you can barely see in there. What's down here? Alright, the fridge is dirty. I won't try and open it. Fair enough. Oh, more ammo. That's kind of interesting but silly at the same time that you have to sort of pick up the mag that you dropped just to reload. But use the simple key. Ooh, I had to go down here. Ooh, uh-oh. Oh, there's one. Alright, I don't know how many bullets I've got now. Oh, man. There's still one out there somewhere. Oh, but I like the eeriness of just like I think that's what makes what made the classic Resident Evil games so successful, especially when you look at 1, 2, 3, yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then Code Veronica, I think is another one. When you have a fixed camera position. I don't know how many bullets I got left in my gun, but I have a feeling it's not enough to take this guy down. Run away! Alright, that's locked. I was just gonna say, don't tell me I just ran around in circles. Oh, a key! Oh, that's the liar. Simple key has been entered into the... Oh, okay, so some of the stuff isn't going to be properly labeled. Okay. Fair enough. But, I think what's amazing about these fixed camera angles and games that have a fixed camera position, especially when you have a tone like this. And again, I think this is why the earlier Resident Evil games, you know, 1, 2, Code Veronica, I believe, and 3, it works so well. That's the thing. They give such this very eerie sort of vibe to them. And realistically, that's just amazing. And it's nice seeing some of those games like some of these kind of games, and especially with Heartworm as well, that went really above the level of going more like paying homage to that particular style of classic graphical look. Like, seeing these kind of games is pretty impressive. Okay, that's locked. I like it. Now, I hope that I don't encounter any more zombies, because I don't have much bullets. I don't even know how many bullets I have left, actually. Oh, we're back here? Oh. Oh, maybe that was locked before, and I've just unlocked it on this side. Okay. Oh, an easy way of getting back up. A simple clock. Okay, so I can't go through there. What's down here? The thing is that I don't know, because the one thing that this game doesn't have compared to the older Resident Evil games is that it doesn't have the uh-oh. Oh, those sounds are so unnerving. Get off! Ah. Okay, so heartbeat means I am probably low on health. Okay. Oh, critical health. Here we go. Okay, so let's see how that goes. Right, okay, so since that I have a leech on, I can't run. Yeah, okay. Oh, so that actually... Ah, that's interesting. So that acts as the health bar. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I like it. A different, yes. I probably would prefer a, I would probably prefer a, like an actual sort of like the health, heartbeat, sensor thing. That just makes things a little bit more easier to keep an eye out. But, there you go. I mean, that's still an interesting idea. Don't get me wrong. Like, having basically your badge as indicating, and having sort of the blood spatter indicating as your health is quite interesting. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. But, I think for the moment, that's where I'm going to leave that for this part of the video. But... very, very interesting, and oh man, that is just so cool. Like, again, like, I never really sort of explored a lot of these fixed camera positions, if you sort of exclude, a lot of point-and-click adventure games. But I mean, in terms of, like, a zombie game like this, like, or like the classic Resident Evil games, like, that kind of element, I have not really touched as much. But my experience playing Heartworm, and then of course playing this with the Mute House, definitely kind of interesting. So, if you guys want to check out the Mute House for yourself, then make sure you click the link in the description that will lead you to the Steam page. Give it a wish list, and once it becomes available, give it a go. And check out the demo yourself if you want to. So, with that, let's move on to the next game for today's video. Alright, our next game for today's video is called Realm of the Undead. Now, this game is made on the Unity engine, as far as I know, and if I have to take a rough guess, this is one of those kind of games where it's sort of taken inspiration from the Call of Duty Zombies games, especially, well, not games specifically, but the Zombies mode from Call of Duty, when you look at Treyarch more specifically. At least that's far as what I'm understanding, but, you know, it's the only way we're going to find out is to actually play the game. Ooh, hello. Okay. Checkpoint Estate. Why is my sensitivity a little bit low? Let's try... okay. Yeah, that's much better. Alright. So let's check this out. Alright, alright, alright. Talk to the gunsmith. You can unlock weapons upgrades, perks from here with levels. This part of the game is under development and will be available in the early access version of the game. Fair enough. Okay. Mission select. Whoops. Well, I found out what the melee button is. Checkpoint estate. It's pretty much all we can go to, really. Oop. Checkpoint estate. September. I honestly thought that sound was almost going to go with the old-fashioned round start sound effect from Call of Duty Zombies. Okay. But yeah, so basically we're just looking at basically just a Call of Duty Zombies inspired game here. Obviously, of course, there's no music, but I can add that in later. Alright, 2 shots in the leg for this one instead of 3. Interesting. Now, this isn't the first demo game that I have played. Ooh. I can go through here. Oh. Oh, and we have a mystery box. I don't have enough for a mystery box. Okay. So I need to keep saving up. But it is kind of nice to sort of see a lot of different developers takes on the COD Zombies formula, basically. And I know I played one game a while back. I can't remember what it was, and it was in its demo phase. I think the early access version is coming out this month. But it's sort of nice sort of seeing other developers trying to sort of take a stab at this kind of gameplay style, really. Ooh. Double points. Woohoo! Okay. Let's see what we get in the mystery box. Ooh, AK. I will take it. So I'm assuming that's a vending machine. Now, yeah, so it may look unimpressive, especially when you're looking at something like this, right? But for me, sometimes map design and graphical looks doesn't really bother me as much. You really want a game that plays well and plays fine. That's really what you're looking for. Oh, I leveled up. And yes, the reload animations maybe not peak reload animations, but to be fair, I've seen videos that showed off worse reload animations. So I think I could give this a slight pass for that matter. And you never know, like, how many people are, like, developing this kind of game, really. Like, it could be one, it could be a few. There are different ways you can sort of look at this. I mean, what's even impressive, actually, now just... Oh, wait, hang on. Ooh. What the... Oh, money. So at the end of the round, it drops perks. Oh, not perks, excuse me. Random drops. Interesting. Turn on low voltage. So that means that should be on now. So what have we got? So that's marathon. 20% faster speed. Exfiltration can't be activated until round 10. Oh, so it has an exfil feature. Because that's something I do actually kind of like in, especially since Cold War. You have the option to exfil the area and not have to worry about, you know, sticking into either doing the Easter eggs or, you know, having to, like, seeing how round... Oh, excuse me. Sorry, if I can get my words correctly. Basically, just to stick for the round for as long as you can get. Kaboom! But I do like the challenge of lasting for as long as you can on a certain map for a certain amount of time. Let's see what else we can get. Plasma gun. Is this their version of a ray gun? 50% revive speed, 1 health bonus. Okay. Or self-revive. Let's see what this is like. A simpler reload style, which is fine. Ooh, max ammo. Or, excuse me, refiller. What's this? Ooh, infinite bullets. Okay. I need to keep an eye out for those secrets, actually. So what's that? More perk slots available in the full game. Okay. Oh, okay. So not everything is available. So I think it's just... For me, it's just seeing how fast I can... Speed style. Oh, reload speed. I don't have enough! So that's kind of interesting that the this perk machine here actually randomizes. Points. Oop. Oh, that does a lot of damage if you're close. Alright. So we now have speed. Yep, it's definitely faster. So we got there. Okay, so that's their version of mule kick. Fixer! So I think the goal here is just to basically get to round 10. Woo! And then we'll try and exfil. Yeah, this is definitely their version of a ray gun, that's for sure. That's no denying that. Or no doubt about it, I should probably say. Yeah. Also, they do have a pack-a-punch machine here. Okay. How much is this? Refiller! I now have more health. Oh man, this is just so silly. Ooh. Like, yes, you can sort of see that this is like it's a cheaply made looking version of it. There's no doubt about it. But I mean, hey, as long as I'm having a bit of fun, that's what you really want. You want something that has a bit of fun. Okay, so that's their version of Deadshot Daiquiri? No, fastest fire rate. Oh, that's double tap. Their version of double tap. Oop. Kaboom! I probably shouldn't have way too much fun with this. Ooh, money. This will easily get me to freaking round 10 pretty easily. Yes, sir. Alright, round 9 complete. Grab Hitman. I want to at least actually try and get Pack-a-Punch. So how much is exfil? End the mission after killing 50 zombies. Okay. Level 6! Right. It's kind of interesting, actually, that you have to sort of... You actually have to press a certain key for you to pick up a certain... To pick up some of these drops. Okay. We're gonna do this. And we're at tier 2. So nothing special. Like there's no special looking design. And the... Oh, okay. So now... So we basically have to kill 50 zombies now before we can actually exfil. By the looks of it. Okay, so now we have to... Oop. Oh, Nelly! Ah! Alright, I'm surprised that I still got my perks. But, I think I'm going down. Unless I can actually... Oh, that would be so funny if I could actually... Oh, it doesn't count, does it? Oh, no, it does. But I don't think I'm going to make it in time. But there you go. But honest to God, like, honestly, I think this is a little bit fun. Like, yes, you can poke fun of how it looks, but I would be fair to say, you know, this is pretty decent, you know? It's not outright perfect by any means, you know? It's not going to be, you know, the best looking kind of game as if you compare it to, like, past Call of Duty games or current Call of Duty games that have the zombies mode. But I think the point that they're trying to make here with this particular game is not necessarily with the look or the design or the style of the game. Yes, in some people's minds and eyes, it may look cheaply made, but, I mean, who knows how much this is going to cost. I hope that this is going for a little bit cheap, but the point is that the element of they're basically making sure that the element and the style of the Call of Duty games is here. That's the point. I think that's what they're trying to go for, and not necessarily, you know, create the, you know, the sort of like massive amounts of like maps or whatnot, which they'll probably do in the full game of when it comes out, or in their early access version. But again, the idea, of course, is that they're trying to give that sort of nostalgic feeling of playing those wave survival based zombie games like Call of Duty Zombies, but just give it their own take and their own twist to it. And I reckon there's definitely some improvements that they will make as they continue developing this. Again, I'm not sure if it's just one person or if it's multiple people. I don't know about that. But again, honestly, if you can ignore the look of the game, this, like, for what they're going for, and especially especially with that particular map when there's not really much there, I still think it is pretty fun. So if you want to try this out for yourself, I know that there is a lobby system that they have with this demo that, again, just, it's the exact same map, because this is the only map that they're going for here for now. But you can try this out with friends if you want to. But for that, yeah, make sure you go check this out. What's the name of this game again? I have it written down here. So this one is Realm of the Undead. So yeah, I reckon this is definitely just worth checking out, just to have it a little bit of fun, just to see how silly it is. But it definitely does have that Call of Duty Zombies feel to it, and I think, again, that's what I think they're going for, and not necessarily working on much as, you know, this being sort of the best looking graphical game by any means. And I want that to be like, you could make a game look great, but I don't want that to be a top priority for most indie developers by any means. What I want from an indie developer is to make sure that the game feels right. The game is smooth. The game responds well in terms of its gameplay elements. It has some good story. Usually graphics, and even though there's not much music in this, let alone no music at all, those kind of things, graphical upside or changes, texture improvements, or adding music in later, or voice acting or stuff like that, those kind of elements can be added in later. That's what the key thing, or sort of my kind of advice for someone who has not developed games myself, but for someone who has played games for so many years, both AAA and indie, and sort of taken a lot of certain things into account, those are the kind of things that I want certain developers to really keep an eye on and actually consider when they're making their own version of the games, or like making their own games of some kind. But that has been Realm of the Undead. If you want to check it out, then make sure to click the link in the description, give it a download. If you have some friends, play it along with some friends, try out the lobby system to see how that all goes out. But yeah, let's move on to the final game for today's video. Alright, our final game for today's video is called iZolated, which I like as a sort of a play on word where instead of an S is a Z. But for what I've gathered from this particular game and from the screenshots that I saw, this is a top-down perspective survival game. That's all I really know so far, but let us check this out. Oh! Ah, so we can create our character. Okay. We are ready to roll. Good music though, I'll give it that. Very, very nice music. I do like the style of what we have here. Dr. Mayer's diary. May 12th, 2001. We got permission for the experiment from the complex management. The goal of the experiment, to create a clone of the subject in the shortest possible time, while preserving his personality and memory. In the course of the experiment, the clone should receive a completely new and healthy body. To achieve the goal, the new subject will be grown in a capsule using plant cells. May 13, 2001. Initial attempts to grow a clone were unsuccessful. The plant rejects the human DNA. The test subject dies. Okay. May 27, 2001. After many attempts, the first signs of success are present. The life functions of Object 024 are normal, and it's developing well. May 30th, 2001. The object took the shape of a human embryo. The solution in which the object was placed took on a reddish hue. Okay. June 4th, 2001. The life functions of Object 024 ceased. After opening the flask, the solution took on a jelly-like consistency. The color of the solution is blood red. The object resembles a root. The limbs are clearly visible. Okay, so they're basically just using plants. I have no idea. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna try and guess this. June 5th, 2001. Subject 205 is placed in the flask with the solution. June 21, 2001. Subject 205 doesn't have enough room in the vessel. It's up to 25 centimeters in size. The shape is already similar to the stage 11 embryo. When attempting to transplant the Object 025 into a new vessel, it stopped showing signs of life. The attempted embryo transfer failed. So, hang on, wait a second. So, what they're trying here is to basically create a clone by using some form of a plant? Something like that? But it's interesting how that when you sort of look at a lot of zombie stories that have been made, I know that Killing Floor is a good example of this, but when you usually some of the zombie stories and how these infections sort of start to happen is mainly through a cloning process. Because you either have a cloning process that's just gone haywire and there's some form of a virus that takes place. You have, of course, a natural kind of virus that just appears out of nowhere. Or you sort of just have a cloning process where just the monsters are just losing themselves. I'm not sure if I said that correctly. But, like, there's just different types of, like, just the idea of a plant-based element of some kind. I'm probably getting that wrong straight away, but still. June 25, 2001, Subject 206 was placed in a vessel of sufficient size to avoid the outcome of the previous experiment. August 2001, 2001, Subject 2006 has reached the size of 7-month-old child. There are no difference from a human being. Life functions are normal. The solution is reddish in color. Within normal limits. Okay. So October 16th. Subject 026 began to develop faster. In a little over 2 months, he began to resemble a young man of 17 years of age. That's a success. I'm guessing 206 becomes the one that starts to unleash the outbreak. October 20, 2001. Strange root-like growths are seen on the object. The experiment was aborted. After the object was removed, it regained consciousness and showed signs of a sentient being. I am hesitant to eliminate the object. We should observe it for a while longer. Okay, so basically this doctor just didn't want to, was more fascinated by the situation here. October 21st. 026 has been placed under observation. His verbal apparatus is well developed. We found that he has 86% of the subject's personality. Memory lapses are noted. October 25th, 2001. Subjects 027 and 037 were withdrawn and placed in flasks. This experiment continues. Alright. Subject 206 lost his mind and become hostile. Appearance has been altered. Fragments resembling flowers were seen on the head. The skin became covered with plants resembling tree bark. Fascinating. Observation continues. Okay, so it's almost kind of like if I know I have not played The Last of Us, but I know that in the Last of Us universe you have a fungus of some kind that basically creates that turns turns civilians into whatever creatures they are. Basically just all over the place. So we have a tree bark of some kind. Or basically, so I'll try to remember. Basically, what I do know is that it's some kind of plant thing that this is happening here. December 18th, 2001. Objects 027, 028, 0230, and 026 have stopped showing signs of life. The condition of the other objects is normal. Subject 026 was eliminated while attempting to escape from the chamber. Alright. February 7th, 2002. Objects 209, objects 029, excuse me, and 034 have been eliminated. Signs of development similar to Site 026 has been observed. The other objects are currently normal. So how many of these subjects or objects have they made? Is my curiosity. February 14th. Emergency. Containment conditions have been breached. Subjects are missing. Seal off all exits from the compound. Increased security. Okay, so they're all on the loose now. February 15th. Facility 035 has been eliminated. It was much more dangerous than Object 026. The object is up to 2 meters tall. Skin and flesh has begun to rot. Every human is being rejected. Apparently, plant nature is taking over. Yeah, so it's definitely a plant base of some kind that's basically creating some form of an infection. I'm trying to think of what the right word is. No other objects were found during the inspection of the complex. The experiment was terminated due to the emergency situation and will be placed in the archive. Wow, so much information from that. 39 days later. Okay. E for interaction. Tab to open backpack. Okay. Buddy, can you gather firewood in the neighborhood? Let's build a fire before it gets dark. Why don't you do it yourself? You know. It's not that I'm afraid to leave the campground, but I'm not comfortable with one might encounter in the woods. So I'm asking you to take care of it. And then I'll build a fire. You're a Adrian. Alright, I'm on it. Okay. So, where's my character? Prologue. Follow through on the goals. Gather branches in the neighborhood. Okay. It's so good to get out for a vacation. Okay, Wood. Take a look at your handbook. Adrian is looking for you. Yeah, I know. I just spoken to him. I think he wanted to ask you something. I've already talked to him. I've already talked to him. Ah. Oh, okay. I'm going to look for some scary stories to tell at night around the campfire. Don't give Eric a heart attack. That's right. He's the coward in chief. Loves horror very much, though. Alright. Oh, a worm. Okay. So it doesn't say how much wood I need, per se. But I guess with the prologue, we won't get to play a character just yet. Now go to the camp. Look at this beauty. You don't see that in the city. I'm gonna stay here. I'll build myself a hut and live among animals and nature. I'll grow a beard and I'll be the guardian of this forest. You're scaring me, man. Don't mind me. It's just thinking out loud. Yeah, righto. Guys, I got firewood. Uh-oh. What the f was that? It's a bear. Is it a bear? Where's that sound coming from? Fine. We need to find something to defend ourselves with. So in Subject Reform, it kind of reminds me of Mini DayZ, which you can play on mobile. But kind of interesting so far. So how do I open up the crafting menu? Try and make it before sundown. Otherwise, building a fire will be problematic. Here we go. Okay, so I don't have any nails, nor do I have any metal. Medical splint. Oh, here we go. All right. Use. Here we go. Okay. Defend yourself. Alright, so it's these kind of games. Which I have no problems with. Ah, here we go. Ow. 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 Oh, ow. Meanwhile, on the other side of the forest. Ooh. Oh, so that's me right there. Alright, so we're an army dude. What's the matter, soldier? I didn't see you in formation during the briefing. This is not a drill. We're moving into a sector with a red alert level. Wouldn't be surprised if you get killed first, damn it. Do you have anything to say? No, sir. I have no questions. That's good, soldier. I'm relinquishing responsibility for your life. You have two choices. Figure yourself what to do, or die. You won't. Not a chance, sir. I'll be the last one to die in this unit. That's a big word, son. However, it's not impossible that this could be the case. But that chance is very slim. Here's that handbook. There are a couple of notes from me in it now. This is the first and last time I'm going to meet you. The bigger our squad, the better our chances of surviving and completing the mission. Now do something good before we get there. Not if the train has suddenly stopped. Crooked Road presents iZolated. Jeez, we're all the way over here. And where the hell am I? I need to find my squad as soon as possible. Oh, we will hopefully see what we can do. What's that? Oh, mushrooms. Okay. Oh, berries. Yeah, so it definitely does have that mini DayZ vibe, but I'm trying to think. I played what was that? I think it was like Road to Canada or something. I have on my Switch. And there was one other game that I played that has this kind of like, your character, you can't really see his arms, but you do have this sort of like Rayman sort of like hand kind of gestures. Okay. So we now have a new club. So how does this... Oh, so it's these kind of like strolling kind of games. Okay. Ow. It's not required right now. I just poisoned myself, didn't I? Well, that is a smart move now, wasn't it? Oh. Okay, well. Now that I know what mushrooms do, let's get rid of them. Oh, hello. Oh, another one. Ow. What do I got here? Ooh. So I can't make a workbench because I don't have any nails. Which kind of sucks. Master key will help you open any lock. Okay. Sewing kit. Handmade hammer. Push magnet. Right, so I'm going to use this for a fair bit. Oh, found the train tracks. So we just now need to find the train. Oop, hello. I don't think I have a map either. Oh, no, I do. Okay. Alright. So I've gone that way. But still no sign of the train. Aha! Here we go. Oop. Ow. 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 Up. And these guys are tough customers. Okay. Right, so we found the train. Locked. Locked. Can we get on the train? No? Oh, inspect. Ah, we're missing a cogwheel. Okay. A rope. A wallet. Ooh. Ah, wallets is see, so we have some money. That'll come in handy. I hope they will come in handy anyway. But quite interesting. Well, I think needless to say, so there's definitely a decent amount of stuff that you can do within this game. So we're looking at an open world game of some kind, but it's just all sectioned off. And I reckon that there's so many different types of challenges and tasks that we can do over time. We might encounter multiple survivors, maybe. But we're definitely encountering these kind of zombies, that's for sure. And we'll probably even end up at that campsite that we started off with in the prologue. Ow! What the heck? The box should have landed somewhere nearby. Alright, but I don't think it's going to tell us where to go exactly, right? Okay, so there is definitely a boundary, especially if we're getting our, our butts whipped by whatever the heck that is. Looks like there were supplies around here somewhere. But they've already been taken. Okay. Where would the supply spot you mention? But I think that will be good enough for the episode. So I know that there was a lot more stuff that I could have done, but because that was such a long intro and a pretty decently short prologue, obviously. Well, I guess you could count the intro and the prologue as the same thing. But it's still an interesting and fun little game, alright? And the zombies are definitely a challenge, especially with how you have to try and keep whereabouts your aiming is. You can definitely, when you sort of get them into a good spot, then you can really sort of try and finish them off. But I'll definitely will be keeping an eye on this game when it does come out in either early access or in full. But there you go. So that has been, what was the name of this game again? iZolated, that's it. So this has been Let's Play iZolated. Oh, sorry. So that has been iZolated. So if you want to try this game out for yourself, then make sure you click the link in the description and download the game along with all the other demos that I have played in this video. But again, that's going to be it for 3 game demos. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, then click the like button, click the subscribe button for more videos heading your way. Until then, this has been 3 game demos. I'm Lee from Leeds Australia. Until next time, lay 'em out.